Alright, the intention of prayer is written in the Zohar. Each day of the voice calls upon them, and people in the world. It depends on you. Separate but the part of yourself devoted into the Creator. Same point, the life, the thoughts, the desire to draw closer to the spiritual to everyone. The person depends on whether or not is he the inner call of the voice, and reassures the man that casting aside the needless and transient earthly desires by seizing the endless chase of their appeasement, he will attain the truth of internal happiness. This is the intention of prayer. From this, we can understand the secret meaning of the prayer. He who fears the Creator and directs in his heart the desire of the prayer carries out with the Creator exalted corrections. If one wishes to enter the spiritual realm and the field of the Creator, the only thing he must do is pray, ask for the Creator to correct his nature from his nature of our world and the nature of the spiritual realm. Altruistically, he will turn the eternity and transcend with the boundaries of the world. Being completely enslaved by egoism, the man is unable to change himself on its own. To regard himself, man needs to receive the strength that exists outside of him, beyond the bounds of the egoism. He must ask to receive the strength of the hands, but the only thing the man just must do the prayer. However, the prayer is not uttered by the mouth, rather than his desire to the heart of the Creator. The desire in our hearts. Therefore, the man only has to inform the heart of the desire, the heart of the wish, the change of his own desire. Yet even the man is unable to do himself. He must ask the Creator for it, and thus everything in the boils down to the Creator, exalting the Creator's rule, faith in Him, His singularity, His power, and ability, the desire to help him. All man's effort aims to create the only true desire within him to feel the Creator with the Zohar, that was well with the other books of the Kabbalah and the Torah speaks of those who have already attained the spiritual world and their desire properly to the beginning in our world to perceive the existing of the two worlds simultaneously. The prayer of the book referred to here constitutes the spiritual actions of one already acquired in spiritual instrument that can utilize them exactly the same way we use our hands and auxiliary means in this world. First song with Lahim the supernal angels according to the order of the chant song for the son of the Israel below. The man adjourns correctly the woman adjourns correctly herself as his wife, adjourns herself to her husband. The son of the Israel, although wish to become the straight and is the Creator and to draw close to the Creator, go straight with the Creator. Such people who exist in the upper worlds with the spiritual altruistic instrument of the desire can change the state of the higher spirit. Sephirah or light would be their spiritual actions. Our prayer book was compiled by sages of the Great Assembly 20 centuries ago, but everyone is addressed the Creator in accordance with when he or she felt. About 20 centuries ago, the coarser souls began descending to our world with needed our orderly pray, and it's member for the Great Assembly of the Greater Kabbalah created the prayer book that we still use today. In order to fashion the prayer books, expound with the consecutive degree of the man's correction behind the world of the prayer book, one who understands the spiritual action and the need of the form of information. This information is conveyed by the end letters of the forms of the combinations as well as the sequence of the sentences to perform parts of the whole part. According to the order of the prayer of the correction, the world comes to the first of the warning blessing up to the prayer of the Shema Asher of the correction, the sitting position. When then we reach for the world Emet and Vileh, Yasava, getting Kurzva, your Shema, all the worlds achieve correction, and they reach for the world of Gal, Israel, all the corrections are to take place in there. Hence, they continue reaching the Shema Asher prayer while standing. In spiritual consequence, incorporeality, a person can be in one or three states, lying, sitting, or standing. Newborn infant in our world, spiritual newborn person developed in the same order of the lying, meaning that they position the head of the leg of the body to have the same level in the spiritual corresponding embryonic state which they exist in the 10 separates of the lights of the same, the lowest of the spiritual state. Sitting means the head is above the body and the body is above the legs, but one cannot use the legs, such as called the smallness of the body. Standing implied with the absolute distinction between the level of the head and body, and the legs is called the galda, the big stage, and according to one's ability to ask for the correction, gradually receive the strength of the Creator grows. Therefore, the reach of the eminent Yatzvah, everything is already with great and created over the world. The man in them, the man herself bears the supernal kingdom. Or a man reacheth in the world with the God, Israel, the supernal kingdom, advanced among the degrees among the three lines that comes forward and receive the man. The supernal kingdom of the Creator, regardless of all the Creator's created beings, the constitute of the heaven world of the Asphalt, with the man of the Asphalt, in the sum of all the creation, everything that was created, including us of all the worlds in which all the inhabit them, and in our parts of the man. In our initial state, we are parts of a man that receive the smallest portion of the Creator's light, tiny candle. As they draw closer with the creation of the property to make it similar with his and receive the increasingly greater light with the portion of our advancement, we feel that this is the infinite bliss and the peace, delight, and the eternity of the life forces. The degrees closest to the Creator, I and Him, man, with the heaven, and describe the Kabbalah using the special link with the name of the property of the considering the transaction state of the back-to-back between the heaven and man's state face-to-face, and the soul of the union of the Creator described in the marriage of the sexual act between the heaven and the man, whereupon man passeth the light of the man, each soul of the portion of the correction can thereby receive the light. Naturally, the Creator remains in state absolute rest. All his alleged movements are felt by and with regard to the man, depending on the changes and property of the time as she feels him in more time less, that she'll perceive that his movement toward her. Must stand humility of the supernal king, each with his place, extend with the right hand of the man, and Magan of Abraham. The first began blessing with the Shema Esra prayer to designate the right plane, right line. Then he puts in his left hand of the head of the man. Is written, the left hand is let his left hand be under my head, and right hand embrace me. And the blessing Ada Gibor. The second blessing is Shema Esra to designate the left line. Or the entire magnificent of song speak of the supernal meaning of the greater sense of the world. The created is a reflection of spiritual world. Spiritual meaning can only be described with the corresponding words of the world, because the world is egotistical, and the spiritual describe action directed toward the merging of the property desire to describe the world, our world, the man, soul, drawing closer to the Creator's property with the gradual unification, first union of manifest, forming and embrace, following by a kiss, then cohesion from when the soul is sufficiently corrected to receive the light of the wisdom from the Creator. Afterwards, heaven and man embrace and unite with the kiss and blessing of the Halaha Gadakashya. Designated in the middle line from the state of the higher one, everything can transpire with the state of the kiss above the letter, three blessings in the Shimon Esher prayer. The spiritual true meaning of the first three blessings of Shimon Esher prayer. In other words, and able to make the spiritual action correspond with the conditions described in the blessing they attain for the unity of the Creator. This is called the embrace of the kiss. Detailed explanation for the spiritual action for the study of the 10 Sephiroth, Rabbi Ashralog, the language, which is Zohar, the Torah, to describe the action of the words of the world, our world. The language of Kabbalah is described by them using the names of the lights, the spiritual objects, and the lights. The different levels of heaven, the subject, the spiritual world, and lights. This must complete the precise language of the description of spiritual action with the language of the Srafats. Therefore, it was written that the language of Kabbalah is for the inner work of the explained by the practice of the method of spiritual ascension. They must, the man, inspire for the Creator in the heart of the desires in order to acquire the intention for bring him in the correction of his spiritual state described in the prayer. From his mouth to his heart desire to become the single whole, so his lips will speak against the wishes of his heart. The Creator waits only with the sincerity on our desire to fulfill it, and at once bring hearts closer to him. Beloved is the soul, compassionate of the Father. Draw your servant to your will. Your servant will hurry like a hart. We will bow before your majesty. To him your friendship will be sweeter than dripping in the honeycomb in any taste. Majestic, beautiful radiance of the universe, my soul pines for your love. Please, O God, heal and hear now, showing the pleasancy of your radiancy, that will be strengthened and healed. Eternal gladness will be hers. All worthy one, may your mercy be aroused. Please take pity on the son of your beloved. Because of the very long I have learned intensely to see your splendor through the strength of your heart of the desire. Please take the pity and do not conceal yourself. Please reveal the spread upon beloved in the shelter of your peace, and illuminate your lamp with your glory, and we shall just and be glad in you. Make haste, but do not from the time to time. Time has come and pardoned us in the days of old. Song Yadad Nefesh. When the Creator of man mercheth the kiss, he needs to advance, and the assistant can ask for the shave the call, the time of the desire of the sin of the man applied, appeal for the king, before the king and the queen, 12 immediate and intermediate blessing of the Shaman Esher. Thereby corrected with the prayer, the heart of the desire of the less of the three blessings, they arrive with the Creator desire from him for the thanks for the three blessings, and he merged with the Creator in supernal unity, the time and the desire appropriate state of the making the request and receiving the answer, strength of correction, the king and the queen of the heaven and the man. Blessing constitutes a sequence of individual correction of man. Consequently, man's ascent to the higher spiritual level, thus gradually attains supernal unity with the Creator. Alright. Then he must fall on the face when the man holds the soul within her, when woman holds her soul within her, submits the soul of the Creator's absolute power to the appropriate time to say it, and then trust in one soul amongst all the other souls. The man is in source of life. To fall on one's face and trust one soul's meaning for the man, but a single desire to completely rid himself of the egotistic desire of receive the Creator's altruistic desire. Instead, upon the receipt of the Creator's desire, a man becomes similar to him, and to the extent of the similarity that merges with the Creator, the merging of the Creator, man acquires all the Creator has immortality, eternal light, and completing knowledge of the creation, mighty in perfection. The secret of light is available only to those who chosen. The man holds the human in souls by her single desire to merge with the Creator, because the same desire fills man's heart to substitute himself entirely with the aspiration of merging, so include his souls in collective merging of the man and the Creator. If the souls receive the Creator, man instantly merges with him and enters the source of life, both in the world and in the world to come. Although the Kabbalah is considered a secret teaching, it holds no secret to perceive the secret only with those who yet now unable to perceive, create the spiritual organs themselves to perceive the surroundings we are, and only those ones concealed around their surroundings are self-default the corresponding sensory organs. The king, the creator of heaven, the queen of the man, must be connected to the soul of Allah on all sides, above and below, adjoining the soul of the righteous. Those who wish to merge with the creator entrust with the soul to him, and if the man directs the intention with his heart, desires to hold and completely submit the soul to the creator's will, the creator makes him peace of the covenant upon with him, and both in the upper covenant of the aside and lower covenant. He blesses the man in peace with the covenant, and surrounds him on all sides. Unity on all sides means the soul attains similarity with the Creator in all throughout property. The righteous of those who merge with the Creator with the attainment of His creation. As a result, discover the righteous of the Creator who created for the governor's time, and who wish to justify the Creator's actions against are called righteous. Although if you not yet reached the state that only en route to, even if the very beginning of their path they have the correction, even as a single desire, only small aspiration draw close to the Creator, and they are already righteous. After the desire of the Creator surrounds the man on all sides, man feels him with all force corrected and proper sensation. The man received the name of the peace as the made with covenant with the man with a woman, for believed below similar with the covenant of Sarvah Yasad above. When a man leaves our world, he rises through all the heavens, none stand in its way. The Creator calls for it and says, "Let peace come." The soul reveals 13 elevations of the holy peach. No one stands in the way. Hence, happy is making the offering of the Creator. As soon as the soul tears itself from the egoism altogether, completely merged with the Creator, not obliged to descend into the world, and clothing in the physical body, receiving an additional portion from the egotistic desires and offer the Creator, signify the rejection of the body. Egotistic desires will sacrifice or of the body not different from that of an animal. Therefore, aspiration of the rid oneself of the animate body of desire is called the offering. Depending on the kind of desired, man must be able to wish to rid of himself of the offering. Take of a form of a bird, one part of his desire, and cattle, and another part, certain the part of its oricum of the libation's composition, to discuss the matter in greater detail. Rabbi Shia raised his voice. Oh, Rabbi Shimon, you are alive. I was already mourning over you. Not you that I am mourning for you. All of my friends in the whole world, remaining orphans, are after you. Shimon is like a torchlight shining above and below. When the light is below, it illuminates the whole world. Woe unto the world when the light is when leave that it rises up. Who will shine in the world of light and Torah? Rabbi Abba rose to kiss the Rabbi Shia and said, If such were the world without you, I thank the Creator in sending me to you, and that could I closer to how happy I am with my lot. The characters described in the Zohar, the spiritual opposite of the spiritual world, are as the of the Torah. The Zohar speaks only the things that exist in the spiritual worlds, rather than in our world. Therefore, the objects and animals and plants and people described in the Book of Zohar constitute spiritual degrees and spiritual world. Or the Creator deliberately sent into our world special souls enclosed that help the other to attain spiritual in their lifetime when they are still in the world. The greater Kabbalah is to serve the guidelines for those who realize that they lack spiritual sight, hence are ready to follow them blindly. Rabbi Yadad said after him, when the Creator told Moses to choose among those people with the wise to understand, Moses looked at the people and could not find any. Then he was instructed to pick the heads of the tribes that were known for their wisdom. The word understanding was not under here not used here, for the degree of understanding of the higher than that of the wise. When the difference between one who is wise and one who understands, wise is the one who learns the Ra. The teacher wants to attain wisdom, when one who knows all has to know. Alright, he who understands considers the several levels of degrees. He sees everything that knows himself or ourselves, others. The mark of the understanding is formulated with the phrase of the righteous one who knows the animal soul. Thus, righteous can divide the yesod past the life of the man or animal, for the great geometry of the God's name of man is 52, and beyond, or beast, is equal to 52. Mankind's constituted level called to wise at heart. The wisdom is found within the heart of the but who understands and sees above, below, in himself, and for others the otherwise designate the man that reveals wisdom. He understands the yesod standing of the man, and or light with the wisdom in the man shines only below, upwards, and impossible to receive the light above the downwards, and would surely enter the egotistic desires. Therefore, it is said that the wise see only for himself the him upwards, and cannot light to see the other below. And hence the wisdom of the found with the heart receive the below, the upwards, when understanding the Sephra Yesod test God, your righteous one, shining the light of mercy, the light of mercy from above. Downwards he sees the right of himself to shine upon the others, and to shine upon the man, as written, the righteous knows his animal soul. Raising prayer. This is probably This is the last chapter before the appendices. I'm not reading the appendices, and I'm going to go over the brief description of the rabbi's alphanumeric system, which is too Jewish and too many numbers.